All right, welcome to Lesson 36. I'm going to start off with 2 warm-up exercises. So first of all, let's talk about apples. Let's say that apples, you can get 20 apples for $10. I want you to pause the video and quickly write kind of like the reciprocal ratio with dollars on the top. So this is a ratio of apples per dollar. Can you make a ratio of dollars per apple? Go ahead and pause the video, and when you're ready, push play again. Okay, so let's go ahead and write out that kind of reciprocal ratio. So we're going to do dollars per apple instead of apples per dollar. So it's not too hard, it's just like upside down. $10 per 20 apples. Good job. Hopefully that wasn't too difficult for you. And now I have one more little game, and that is I'm going to write out 2 little phrases. And what I want you to do, even though it sounds a little silly, go ahead and point to your computer screen to the word apples. Alright, so hopefully you pointed to this word. Now, next question, go ahead and point to the word dollars. Okay, hopefully you pointed to this word. You might be thinking, oh, those are really silly warm-ups. Well, hopefully they actually help you with this lesson. I promise it's not just a silly exercise. Let's say that you have this problem. So this is a new situation. We're going to have the same kind of concepts, but a different ratio. Let's say 20 peaches. Let's talk about peaches this time. And I don't know why I wrote out 20 like that. 20 peaches costs $5. Let's go ahead and make 2 ratios. Well, actually, let me ask the question first. What is the cost of 40 apples? What is the cost? Oh, did I say apples? I meant peaches. What is the cost of 40 peaches? So, first thing I want you to do is make 2 ratios using this initial information. So we can either have peaches per dollar, 20 peaches over $5, or we could have $5 over 20 peaches. All right, so we did our first step, and hopefully you can see why our little warm-up was helpful. And now I want you to look at the question. What is the cost of 40 peaches? So sometimes you'll have questions phrased, what is the cost? Sometimes you'll see questions phrased, how many apples, how many peaches, how many dollars? But what you're looking for is that key word in that question. So what are you solving for? Well, you already know how many peaches you want, so that's not what we're solving for. Excuse me. What we're solving for is the cost, or in other words, how many dollars it will cost. So what that means is you want to choose the unit multiplier that has dollars in the numerator. So would it be this one, or would it be this one? It would be the second option, right? So I'll show you why that's important. Let's go ahead and set up our equation. We know we want 40 peaches, and the question is, what is the cost? So we know our unit multiplier, we're going to use $5 over 20 peaches equals, and this answer should tell us what is the cost. So peaches is going to cancel. If peaches on the top and bottom, let's also simplify a little bit so this is easy. 40 divided by 20 is 2. 20 divided by 20 is 1. So we have 2 times 5 is 10. $10. And in our denominator, all we have is a 1, so I will just ignore that. So there's our answer. What is the cost of 40 peaches? The answer is $10. So what was helpful in solving this kind of problem? Well, first of all, knowing how to make the 2 different types of ratios. This one's peaches per dollar. This one's dollar per peach. And how to analyze our question, looking for the main point, the key word in that question. What is the cost? And then that will tell us which of the two unit multipliers you should use. If it said how many peaches, peaches would be our key word, and so we would choose the numerator with peaches. But this time it says what is the cost, so we're obviously focusing on the money, so that's why we chose the one with dollars in the numerator. And then it's just a matter of setting up our equation, kind of just like a regular unit multiplier equation, except this time we're not working with units, we're working with ratios. And then just simplifying, crossing things out, canceling, and ending up with your final answer. All right, so it's a little different, but hopefully the concepts aren't completely unusual or unfamiliar to you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope the little warm-up activity was helpful to you.